My name is Karo Kariuki. I'm a co-founder and CEO of Greenport Enterprises.
Hi, and I'm Cookie. I'm a co-founder at Greenport Enterprises. And this is an amazing company, Kenya's first fully integrated bamboo company, where we start with nurseries, like the ones we are in right now. We also have plantations and an outgrow model. And all that bamboo now goes back to a factory so that we can be able to have the full integration. Why we do that is because other than planting and restoring, we need the farmers to be able to have a sustainable income. And a value chain approach is the best approach. So when you think bamboo and when you think restoration, think value chain. Thank you.
There's Eliud. Eliud is a manager. He's been here for more than 8 years.
There is where we started. That was the only structure in this nursery. So it used to be the store, accommodation. It was the office. So when we did these structures, we called them Runda. Runda is a high-end estate in Nairobi. So this was such an upgrade from that to this. So it's Runda. So you will see Runda later on. So this parcel of land is about 25 acres. And we got it from a group ranch, so then now we restored it. It was totally degraded, so there's great to see the trees and everything.
There was no trees on this at all?
No, it was just shrubs. And then a lot of erosion. We had a lot of ant hills and erosion, and then we just flattened it out and then started doing the small things that we've done around here.
Okay, initially this area was so windy, and the structures that we have used to be blown by the winds. So we did these ones as the windbreak. What bamboo normally does when it's hot and dry, it sheds all leaves.
Everything.
You can see.
Like this one's doing.
Yeah.
Yes, like this one, everything.
It will shed all those leaves and remain as sticks, waiting for the rain.
Yeah.
Immediately the rains come, it will start to regenerate.
And then it also stores the sugar. Like before it sheds off, it stores all the sugar in the internodes underground, the rooting system. So that's how it survives when it's dry. So it will just keep quiet for a while. Then when it rains, you'll just see shoots.
Now, we put that soil into this potting bag. We call them potting bags. To this level. Then from there we put a slim layer of sand. Sand is good for germination, so the roots will develop easily.
Okay. So
And
how old is this?
this one is 4 months old now.
4 months old. We can't even get in the picture.
No, and it's been cut, Luni.
Yeah.
You can see we've
We
already
just
cut
chopped.
this.
Hold on.
We've chopped them.
Say that again.
I'm saying it's 4 months. You can't get it in the picture, and we already had to cut them so that we reduce the amount of water that we use for managing. We trim them so that we can.
Okay.
So once we've put the sand, we put our seed on top of that sand.
Okay.
Then we cover with the same sand. Then we begin we cover with the gunny bags.
Okay.
This size of bags to retain the heat
And the moisture.
the humidity and such. So in 7 to 14 days, it will have germinated, and it will stay here for about 2 months.
And where did the seeds come from?
We have to import the seeds, and I think I was talking about that earlier. It's a bit of a problem because bamboo flowers after 80 years. So once after 80 years, so it means like we will plant this and we'll never get to see the seeds. Our children or the next generation will get to see them. And that's why people are trying to do things like tissue culture. And again, the tissue culture adopts the same age as the plant it's being produced from.
Oh, so if you tissue culture a 60-year-old bamboo.
There you go. And we've had in India, they have tissue culture, and they harvested, they did a bit of tissue culture, and the bamboo lasted 2 years and it all flowered. So
And then it dies after flowering.
it dies, and then you have now to start harvesting the seed and start from zero. So people are still trying to look for the technology that can actually get bamboo to have longer life. Anything else other than seeds. So this is my second favorite tree after bamboo. It's called Casuarina, or the whistling pine. You can even hear that from the wind. And why I like it is because this is less than 5 years old. And it breaks the hard pan, it grows in dry areas, it makes very strong poles, and it's just very good for restoration.
The hardening area. This is the hardening area. We call this chamber the shade net structure. Once we've taken those seedlings from those tunnels, we bring them here to cope with the new environment that they are going to be taken into. So if you touch these leaves, they are hard. You cannot tear them as opposed to those ones. Those ones are tender, but these ones are hard. This is Dendrocalamus asper. Dendrocalamus is a term that is used for all giant bamboo, and this is how it will grow in the forest.
This is the same species as we saw
The
there.
same piece, just as the ones you see there.
How old is this bamboo?
This one is about 5 years.
Originally, you planted one shoot
Yeah,
here,
it was once
and
seedling,
it made more
and
shoots.
it has now developed into so many cams. This one we call cams. You can tell the age of this. This is the youngest. You can see it's still green. It doesn't have so many branches, and the color is green. So you can tell the age of every cam. This is the oldest. This is 4 years old. This is year 2. This is the next. Now we have year 4. These roads are meant for fire breaks. If a fire should break
It can't jump
from a
into
neighbor,
Yeah.
it will not affect your piece.
Got
Come here. These ones are the prunings and can be used for briquettes.
As we started developing this land, we initially bought the first stones from a neighbor. And then they told us, but why are you buying stones when you actually have your own quarry? And therein began our journey of the most amazing quarry. Every single building in this place has been built with stones from this quarry. And once we are done with it, we shall restore it, perhaps put a beautiful restaurant, preferably serving bamboo shoots at some point.
So these fibrous roots spread across a very big area, so they hold the soil so stronger. So in case of a landslide, the soil is intact. You can see from here. This river, when it's
Oh, there's a river.
there's a river here behind me. During the rainy seasons, this river will flood up to this place. And you can, from the look of it, you can tell that there's been overflooding.
Erosion, yeah.
But because of the roots, this soil has remained intact.
No, we're just saying it was amazing during, is it 2018? There was a huge flood. It actually carried away our pump house, and also felled numerous trees along this river. Now, the magic of bamboo then ensued, because this particular bamboo stand was only carried 2 meters away, and it resisted and continues to thrive. For us, this is just a proper testament of the power of bamboo in terms of restoration.
This river you see behind me, the source of it is just a kilometer away. We normally use it for water pumping when the dam is dry. This green pot land or farm used to be like the neighbors you see, degraded, eroded, but we did this fence and it brought all this difference. Once we did the fence, the vegetation began to grow.
You planted it though. Oh, no, just with the fence.
Yes.
Nothing else?
We did the fence. Then the vegetation began to, because there was no overgrazing.
When did you put in that fence?
This fence is about between 5 and 6 years.
So all this growth in
Yeah.
5 years.
In 5 years.
But not that tree. That tree was there.
That tree was maybe smaller.
there, but it was
it was this size, eh? By the time
That-
we did the fence.
Okay, so hold on, everyone. Watch this. That tree.
That tree.
So when you said dam, all of us were thinking there would be a river
A
and you were
river.
blocking it up, but that's not what you've done here.
And we collect our waters from the surface runoff.
Right, so you built the berm in the back there,
Yeah.
and then you dug out some of the
Yes.
bottom here, but you basically made a reservoir.
Yeah. This is the gateway. This water we've harvested from a farm that we've leased across the road.
But there's no pipe.
Then
No,
we'll
it's
see them.
just on the.
We'll see them. We'll
Oh,
see
there
them.
is on.
We'll see them as we go along. Now, from that leased land, we harvested this water, and they come straight to the dam.
Right.
And once it's full, this spillway you see, that is the suction pipe. You can see it's perforated. So we don't pump water from here, the nurseries. It goes
Gravity.
direct
Gravity.
through gravity.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the land that we've leased for the purposes of tapping water. For the dam.
And then there's a culvert, I guess.
It gets through these
We call that culvert, I guess.
culverts.
So you're taking the water from here. So what's happening to the farmers not living downstream?
I think for me they are very, 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 very happy because the water used to actually destroy their land and carry the area in the topsoil. But we diverted it this way. They are much happier now. And we still rely on agriculture.
This is our 6-year journey. Getting the power has taken us 6 years.
And to American eyes, I don't see any stones. It's stones covered in.
No, they are stones, but then
There's concrete.
there's concrete. There's stones there like this,
Yes.
and then you plaster.
Right.
You cover
How
with
about the next
concrete.
level up? Is the next level up the
The
same
next
thing?
The next level up is a seal.
Okay.
It's all stone
Yes.
and then covered by.
You just made
plaster.
it. You just made it pretty.
Yes. Yeah.
So thank you so much for this visit. We do pray that in a couple of months we'll be able to start production, and then we shall reinvite you again to see the real impact on the community and our people.